Episode 1. Tonight, you return to the city above the clouds. A long-form sleep story from the timeless story vault. Tonight, as you settle into a comfortable position, let your body begin to rest. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to force yourself to relax. Just notice that you're here, now, and that this time is only for you. Take a slow breath in through your nose, and gently out through your mouth, again, in and out. With each breath, your body softens a little more. Your shoulders loosen, your jaw unclenches, your hands and your feet grow heavier and heavier, supported fully by whatever you're resting on. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to handle. The day is finished. For now, there is only calm. And as your breath deepens, your mind begins to drift toward a familiar place. A place between waking and dreaming. A place you have visited many times before, even if you don't always remember. This place is called the Timeless Story Vault. Here, entire worlds float in the quiet oceans of sleep. Cities, forests, rivers and skies that exist only when eyes close and minds loosen their grip on the day. Tonight, you are returning to one of the oldest and most gentle of these places, the city above the clouds. As you breathe slowly, you feel the sensation of your body becoming lighter, as if the weight of the day is gently dissolving. You are no longer lying down. You are drifting, floating. A soft emptiness surrounds you, warm and dark, like velvet. Far below, you sense the outline of the waking world. Its sounds, its lights, its concerns. But they're fading, slipping further and further away with every breath. In front of you, a pale glow begins to appear, as if someone is slowly turning up the brightness of the stars. The glow spreads, gently, patiently, until you realize you are rising through a vast sea of clouds. They stretch out in every direction, endless and soft, a rolling ocean of silver and white, bathed in moonlight. The air is mild, neither hot nor cold, with the faint scent of rain and something sweet and distant, like blossoms carried on the wind. You drift higher still, passing layers of cloud that occasionally part to reveal an even deeper sky above. The clouds feel almost alive, responding to your presence, curling away in slow spirals, revealing more and more of what waits above them. Up ahead, you see something begin to take shape. At first, it looks like starlight gathered into a cluster. Then you realize it's something far more intricate. Bridges, towers, domes that shimmer softly, all glowing with a quiet inner light. The city above the clouds is waking into view. You continue to rise, and as you do, the details of the city become clearer. Long, graceful bridges arc from one floating platform to another, made of pale stone that glows faintly with hues of pastel blue and violet. Tall spires curve upward like elegant shells, their surfaces textured with delicate spiraling patterns that seem to shift just a little whenever you're not looking directly at them. Between the towers, you notice hanging gardens, lush islands of greenery suspended in the air, with vines that drape gracefully downward and flowers that emit a soft phosphorescent glow. Fountains pour gentle streams of water that fall not downward, but sideways, forming loops and arcs before dissolving into mist. All of it is held aloft, floating effortlessly above the cloud sea below. There is no rush here, no urgency, no noise but the quiet sigh of the wind and a soft, low hum that you can almost feel more than hear, as if the city itself is humming a lullaby. You're drawn toward one of the main bridges. Your feet touch down on the smooth stone surface. Despite the height, you feel completely safe. There is no vertigo here, no fear of falling, only a sense of being held, supported by something ancient and kind. You take a moment to look out across the bridge. On either side, the clouds stretch away like a vast, glowing ocean. Every now and then, They billow upward in soft waves, catching the light from the city above. Overhead, the sky is deep, dark blue, dotted with stars that seem just a little larger and a little closer than they do in the waking world. As you stand there, breathing slowly and comfortably, you become aware that you're not alone. Up ahead, near the far end of the bridge, a figure stands waiting for you. They are robed in gentle flowing fabric the color of starlight on water, a soft silver with hints of blue. Their posture is relaxed, hands loosely clasped in front of them, as if they have all the time in the world. This is the archivist. Their face is calm and kind, eyes shining with a quiet, steady light. When you step closer, they incline their head in a small, respectful nod. "You've returned," they say in a voice that is neither loud nor soft, but somehow exactly right. The sound of it resonates gently in your chest, like a note played on a distant, familiar instrument. "Welcome back to the city above the clouds." There is no surprise in their greeting, no sense of you being a stranger, only recognition, as if your arrival was expected, as if it has happened many times before and will happen many times again. You may not remember all the times you've been here. That's all right. The city remembers you. The archivist gestures gently toward the inner part of the city. "Walk with me," they say, turning to lead the way. You follow the archivist across the bridge. With each step, you feel more at ease. The stones beneath your feet are perfectly smooth, neither cold nor warm, but comfortable, like the exact right temperature for resting. As you near the heart of the city, the sounds grow slightly richer, though still soft. You hear the quiet trickle of water from distant fountains. You hear the faint rustling of leaves in the hanging gardens. You hear almost melodies in the air, like a choir singing from far away, just beyond the edge of perception. You pass beneath an archway that shimmers as you step through it, like walking through a curtain of light. Inside, you enter a broad plaza. The plaza is circular, paved with tiles that form a slow, spiraling pattern, drawing the eye gently inward. In the center of the plaza is a fountain, but unlike fountains of the waking world, this one flows upward. Water rises from the center in a steady column, then blossoms outward into delicate streams that curve gracefully around invisible paths before returning to the base. Each droplet glows faintly as it moves, leaving behind thin trails of light that slowly fade. You stop for a moment just to watch. The archivist pauses with you, saying nothing, allowing you to simply be. You breathe in and out. You notice how watching the water seems to quiet your mind. Thoughts that were busy have become slower and quieter and less urgent. Here, it's enough just to watch water move. When you're ready, you move on. The archivist leads you into one of the grand towers that rise from the edge of the plaza. Up close, you can see that its surface is made of some kind of crystal or glass-like stone. It's translucent, glowing faintly from within, with patterns of light drifting slowly under its surface. Inside the tower, the sound changes again. The low hum is stronger here, though still gentle. It feels like being inside a seashell and hearing the echo of the ocean. "This is the Hall of Echoes," the archivist explains softly, a place where quiet moments leave gentle traces. You notice that the interior of the tower is mostly open space. Thin walkways spiral along the walls, but they have no railings, and yet again, you feel no fear at all. In the open air of the central chamber, tiny strands of light float, like softly glowing threads. Some are short, no more than a few inches long. Others extend and curve, folding back on themselves like ribbons. Each strand of light shifts color slowly: pale blue, lavender, silver, a touch of warm gold. The archivist gestures toward them. "These are echoes," they say. Small, gentle impressions left by those who pass through here on their way to rest. You watch one of the strands as it drifts slowly closer. As it nears you, you feel emotion rather than thought. A sense of calm contentment. The feeling of sitting by a window on a quiet evening, hearing rain tap softly against the glass. The warmth of a blanket, the comfort of knowing you don't have to go anywhere. It's not a specific memory, but the shape of one, the emotional outline of a peaceful moment. The light brushes past your shoulder, then drifts on, leaving a faint warmth in its wake. These echoes don't belong to anyone in particular anymore, the archivist says. They simply exist here, ready to be shared with anyone who needs them. You and the archivist walk slowly along one of the spiraling paths. The pace is unhurried. You are not being led from place to place. You are simply wandering, exploring, letting the city reveal itself in its own time. As you walk, you occasionally pass close enough to another strand of light to feel its presence. One carries the feeling of an early morning, standing barefoot on cool grass as the first rays of sunlight touch your skin. Another holds the steady calm of watching someone you care about sleep peacefully beside you. Each echo is a tiny fragment of peace, preserved in the air of this tower. The more you walk among them, the more familiar these feelings become. Not because you've felt each one exactly before, but because they all belong to the same family of calm. The family of moments where nothing is wrong and nothing is needed. After some time, though you aren't sure how long, because time doesn't quite move the same way here, you and the archivist return to the base of the tower and step back out into the open city. From here, you take a different path. The archivist leads you along a narrow walkway that wraps gently around the side of a building, then out onto a small terrace. Here, a floating garden waits. It is suspended in the air by nothing you can see, but it hovers there confidently, like a small island in the sky. A short, arched bridge connects the terrace to the garden. You cross it and notice the air feels slightly different here. There is more life in it. A faint, fresh scent of leaves and petals. A subtle coolness that brushes lightly against your skin. The garden itself is lush but not overwhelming. Soft moss forms a gentle ground beneath your feet. Small, luminous flowers grow in clusters, their petals half open, as if they are always caught in the moment just before blooming. Some of the flowers emit a very faint tone, a high, distant note you can almost hear, or perhaps you're only imagining it. Either way, the effect is comforting. At the center of the garden is a tree. Its trunk is slender and smooth, and its branches curve upward in a graceful spiral. Instead of leaves, its branches hold small, translucent shapes that look like droplets of glass. They sway gently whenever the wind passes through. The droplet leaves catch the light of the city, breaking it into soft glimmers that play across the moss and flowers below. You stand beneath the tree and look up. Each droplet seems to contain a tiny movement inside, like a shimmer or a memory. These are resting thoughts, the archivist says quietly. Thoughts that grew tired of turning over and over in someone's mind, and came here to rest. You reach out toward one of the nearest droplets, and as your fingers draw near, you feel the faintest tingle, like static or a distant whisper. You don't touch it. You don't have to. Just being near it lets some of your own busy thoughts begin to settle. All the loops and questions, all the what-ifs and should-haves and what comes next start to loosen their grip. They are still there, but quieter, more distant. You breathe in and out, and the garden breathes with you. After resting there for a while, you feel even heavier. Not in a burdensome way, but the way a body feels right before falling asleep. Comfortably weighted, held by gravity, ready to sink into softness. The archivist seems to sense this. There is one more place I'd like to show you tonight, they say gently. You follow them back across the small bridge and along another path. This path leads upward, a slow ramp that spirals along the outside of another tall structure. As you walk, the view opens up. The higher you go, the more of the city you can see. Terraces, gardens, fountains, walkways glowing faintly in the dim light. You see other figures too, soft silhouettes moving calmly, sitting on ledges, walking slowly in pairs or alone. No one rushes. No one hurries. There is no sense of demand here, only presence. Finally, you reach a wide balcony. It extends outward into the open sky, with nothing above it but stars. You step out onto it, and the view takes your breath away. Below, the clouds stretch endlessly. They are tinged with silver and blue, their surfaces rippling slowly as if moved by a gentle, invisible tide. Every now and then, a soft glow arises from somewhere within the clouds, like the flicker of distant lightning, but slower and quieter and entirely peaceful. Above, the stars gleam with steady light. They seem closer here, larger, as if they are leaning down to watch over the city. Around the balcony, a ring of lanterns floats in the air. Each lantern holds a small light within it, like a star captured in a glass sphere. They drift slowly, moving in a broad circle, never colliding, maintaining a calm distance from one another. These lanterns, the archivist says, carry pieces of light from every mind that passes through here. When someone releases a little worry, a little fear, a little exhaustion, it rises like a spark and finds its way into one of these lights. Over time, those sparks transform into calm. You watch the lanterns as they drift. Some glow brighter than others, but none of them are harsh. Their light is soft, inviting, like the glow of candles seen from far away. You stand at the edge of the balcony and rest your hands gently on the smooth surface before you. As you do, a breeze brushes past. It carries with it a feeling of release, as if the city itself is exhaling. You notice that you too are ready to release something. A tension, a lingering thought, a sense of needing to solve or fix or plan. You don't have to name it, you don't have to explain it, you only have to let it rise. You imagine it as a small thread of light untangling itself from inside your chest. Slowly, it drifts upward, passing out from your body and into the air. It rises higher and higher until it reaches one of the lanterns. The lantern accepts it without question, without judgment. For a moment, it glows slightly brighter, then settles again. You feel lighter, not empty, but gently cleared, like a room that has been quietly tidied after a long day. The archivist stands beside you in silence. There's no need for words now. The city speaks in light, in air, in the soft pull of gravity inviting you to rest. You take a slow breath in and out. Your eyelids feel heavy, even here. Your thoughts are fewer and farther apart. The stars above seem to blur slightly at the edges, their light softening into a gentle haze. The clouds below look softer than ever, like an endless bed of cotton and light. You are always welcome here, the archivist says at last. Their voice is softer than before, almost like a thought you're hearing inside your own mind. You may not always remember your visits to this place, but that's all right. The city above the clouds does not need to be remembered to keep you company. When you close your eyes, when you let yourself drift, you are never far from here. They pause, and you feel a quiet warmth in their words. You have traveled far enough for tonight, they continue. It is time to rest, deeply, peacefully. Let the city hold the pieces of your day, and let your mind sink into the safety of sleep. The balcony beneath your feet seems to grow softer, as if it is no longer made of stone or crystal, but of something like memory, like cloud. The lanterns around you grow a little more distant, their lights blurring into one another, forming a soft ring of gentle glow. The stars stretch out overhead, but they feel further away now, as if you are sinking slowly into a deeper level of calm. The archivist's presence remains at your side, not as a figure you can clearly see, but as a feeling of being watched over, cared for, understood. Your breath settles into a steady rhythm. In and out, in and out. Each breath carries you a little deeper into stillness. You feel your body where you are lying, heavy, supported, safe. The city above the clouds fades gently from view, not vanishing, but drifting back into the soft folds of the timeless story vault, where it will wait patiently for your return. For now, there is nothing you need to see, nothing you need to think about, nothing you need to hold. You are allowed to let go, you are allowed to sleep. And as you drift, down and down, your mind grows quieter, your body grows heavier, and you sink into deep, restful, healing sleep. You are safe. You are held. You are home. Good night.